What's going on, everybody? It's your man, the sophisticated gangster himself, Twan P, back with another one, Now, don't play with me. I ain't gonna hold you up like suspenders, baby. You know what I'm saying? Now, welcome to Sip, Smoke, and Sales, digital platform where I get to interview some of the brightest, most talented, most gifted individuals in the state of Maryland. I'm coming to a city near you. Don't worry about it. I'm going state to state, like Advantage. Don't worry about it. Don't call me Xfinity either, I'm telling you, be state to state. But if you didn't know, now you know. Don't forget, get real serious with you. Hit that like and subscribe button, Make sure that you get all the future content from your man Swan P, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and peel back like a banana, Now, on today's show, people, I got my man's 100 grands. I want everybody to give a warm welcome to Mr. Andrew Awall, Cornwall. Stop playing with him, Welcome him to the show. Yeah,
Yo,
my man. What's up, fam? How you feeling, man? Yeah, let's bring it in. What's up, dog? Yes, Sirski. That's what I'm talking about.
Man.
Welcome to Sip, Smoke, and Sales, fam.
Yo, I'm so excited, beyond excited. The word that is above excited, that's how I feel right now.
Hey, look, man, I'm right there with you, man. Living on cloud nine, fam. Ever since I met you, you know, you had the glow like Bruce Leroy. Our energies connected.
Thank you.
And it was past time for this to happen. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So again, welcome
for sure.
to the show, my G.
It just feels it feels natural.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
It's the fact that we can just be ourselves. Is a blessing for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, again, people, welcome to Sip, Smoke, and Sales. We about to get into talking that. You already know. You know the slogan, people. You know the slogan.
Hey.
Say it with me,
Relax.
Get yourself something to sip, cause we got that, Sponsored by Ciroc, Diddy, P. Diddy Coles, Shy Diddy Coles, Love. Hey, look, HBO me, help a brother out. That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
Know what I'm
max
saying?
to the
Look,
max.
I'm everywhere like air. Look me up, man. I'm telling you. Get you something to smoke. You know we keep that. Pay attention to the surroundings, right? Then let's get into talking this sales shit. You feel me? Yeah. You know the other slogan. What is it?
Relax like baby hairs.
Stop playing with me, And let's get into talking this sales shit. Now, Mr. Awall, man, thank you for blessing the show. Thank you for blessing Sip, Smoke, and Sales with your presence. After today, I know people gonna feel you like a warm embrace. You feel me, my fan? So, I want you to let people know who Mr. Andrew Awall Cornwall is. Where you from? Go ahead.
For sure. Let's see here. Man, I grew up in Baltimore, and I had a great family. I have a great family. I'm grateful for my family.
Yes, sir.
And
I love that word, grateful.
Yeah, right. I feel like the older I get, the more grateful I do get.
Yes, sir.
I really, I clung on to music at a very young age. I played the violin when I was around 5 to 7.
Okay.
And I love just like looking back at those videos, and just like looking at like the midget version of myself, just practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Like just, putting in musical work 30 years ago.
Come on, man.
And people, they talk about 10,000 hours. I got like a triple master's. And I'm not, I'm just saying that because I thought about it a lot. And music's a funny thing because it's like, that hour, just listening to music can be studying it, And I played violin at a very young age. I loved it. I remember just like having that feeling of just like being connected and like feeling like I was doing something that I was supposed to. And I feel like even at that time, it was just like there was like a mild confidence that came with playing music well.
Yeah.
Like people understood the
I didn't
practice.
I played the trombone, unfortunately.
Yo, that's later on in the
yeah.
story, actually. So I then played a few different. Like I tried the drums. I tried a bunch of different
Okay,
things.
you got that on the drums?
I did.
My
I
man.
did. It wasn't that long. It was only like the first 2 weeks in high school, and then my band teacher came up and was like, "Listen, we need a trombonist." And he was like, "We need a tromboner," and I'm like, "Shit, man!" I was like, I'm gonna hear about this for the rest of my life, and we're still hearing about it. You know, but
Most
no,
definitely.
honestly, it was a really awesome experience, and it helped me understand how to be part of a team
Okay.
with the other members of the orchestra.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I mean that's a vital piece into someone's upbringing, into putting into their foundation. Working well with others, because you have to do that, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. I love that. That's the first time I heard that on Sip Smoke Cell. So let me ask you, Mr.
Awesome.
Awall,
I love first.
what businesses are you currently in, and how are you involved in those?
Let's see here. Gosh.
Talk to
First
me.
off, I'm into minding my business. All right, that's the first one I had to invest in.
I love that one.
And
And why is that? Like why would you say that?
well, cause if I'm in somebody else's business, I ain't in mine.
Come on, man.
Come
He
here,
said,
come here.
He said, talk to him nice, don't talk to him twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, pay attention. You're dropping jewels right here. Yes, sir. So, what are these?
Let me elaborate on
yes,
that.
sir.
Actually, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm like, think about it like literally. Like, if I'm at someone else's business, I'm in your business. Guess what? I'm not at mine. My face isn't there to, greet you or let's see here, do whatever is needed to create a relationship with the customer. And,
Okay.
and it wasn't just customers, but it was just family, and I'll be real with you. It was something that I didn't even know was happening, but as I learned and started to dig into music, like, I really understood something. Like, it felt good to like know that I was capable of the challenge. Like it really, music helps you like set small goals for yourself.
Most
And
definitely.
like my homie Kaski said, just put it in a checklist, and scratch it off.
Yeah.
And it's really that simple.
Yeah, it
Like
really
my
is.
to-do, my notes in my phone, and my to-dos and my reminders, if y'all don't use those, this is another one. Start using it.
Start
It's in
using
your
it.
phone, and bang, you can do everything. All you need is a strong thumb.
Yep, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what other businesses you do?
Yeah, sorry, back to the question. I got a little...
Nah, I love it. Nah, and the people need to know. You know what I'm saying? They need to know.
Thank you.
And that was just on that one particular point of why you said that, right? So,
For sure.
So what other business do you bless the world with?
So I started a record label / music collective that really brought the types of music that I was making and into, and helped me really just develop the business side of it. And it's called Unidentified Enterprise. That's the label that I release everything under. There will be a day in the near future where I do want to make a team to continue on with me. But first I need to figure it out myself.
Yep.
And then I can really share it as much as possible, and not sharing like the sharing that you would think, but more of like actually just like sharing it, the act of sharing.
Yeah, and I practice that just because me being a motivational speaker, dealing with young men and women, people that are, faced with a lot of challenges in life. They don't know how to, they don't have the characteristic built up yet to overcome some of the obstacles or things that will be something minor to them. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's one thing that I speak to young people about, having that in their arsenal. You really got to cultivate that, especially early on or whenever you realize it, because a light bulb turns on for people. If you ever, right? But it's like, if you get that chance for the light bulb to turn on, it's something you need to dive into because it does wonders. You know what I'm saying? So, and what's the other businesses you do?
Yeah, no, gosh, man. There's a few actually. I am planning on starting a artist development sector.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's gonna be dope as shit.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm excited for it to become something that brings fruition.
And can I ask you, at this artist development center, right? What things would be something that would attract me into coming? Because like we spoke earlier, or we spoke before, like I sing, dance, rap, you do the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, as an artist that needs some development, because maybe I don't have the right connections, or I don't have capital, or I don't have marketing down, what would be one of the things that you would lure me in with?
I would inform you on my history with music itself, including some of the things that I told you earlier. I would let you know what music did for me, and in turn be able to give that to you by teaching kids how to songwrite.
Okay.
Teaching and title it musical therapy.
Sounds dope.
And it's all about, if you can express yourself properly, whether it be on like a piece of paper or talking to someone in another chair, or smoking, there's a few ways to do that, but I think what you need to think about is, how can you create a superpower without needing anything else? Like, the superpower is being able to write words that heal people, and connect them and make them feel like they are just a part of something greater. And it's hard to feel. It's hard to feel. We're all separate little things.
Yeah, and I definitely feel you, because music, like you said, it's a healer. You know what I'm saying? Like music, I listen to music all the time. Like where I'm working, doing sales, I'm out greeting people, meeting people, servicing people. I'm always listening. I got my speaker with me, listening to music. So like that's a great point. Again, but you have to be a great conductor, right? So you have to be able to put it down, and that healing sometimes, because most music is made from people's experiences, from past, what they think about in the future, what they're doing right now, that type of stuff, right? So that's very good. That's very good.
Yeah.
I like that.
So songwriting, it would be the thing that I would, and again, we need to treat it as a musical therapy, dude. I will put the stamp on it, because I know how it got me through tougher times.
Yes, sir.
And just there were days where you just don't feel yourself. And we all go through that. It's normal.
It's human.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's human.
You have to. You know what I really appreciate and love? Duality. Do you know what duality is?
Explain to me.
It's hot and cold, yin and yang. Okay, when a friend comes to me and they talk about having like depression or being bipolar, I tell them, well, look at the Earth. You know, that's bipolar, and look how beautiful that is.
Yes, sir.
You know, like we should be grateful, again, that
Jules.
we should be grateful that we can even experience that. And there's people today, it was sunny out, guess what? Tomorrow somebody will be happy who likes rain.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you know, yeah, I think you have to accept not being able to be not happy. You can be happy 100% of the time, but I think it's more like happy and like motivated to create with it.
Okay. I can definitely dig that because my past and how I was raised up is what motivated me into becoming this. You know what I'm saying? So like, I definitely feel that. And again, I write my own story. You know what I'm saying? So like, and it's heartfelt and it's meaningful and it means something, right? So like, yeah, like again, I definitely mess with that explaining. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Again, a lot of people don't dive into it like an Olympic swimmer like that.
Ooh.
Because you know they mental doesn't, I guess, gravitate, or it doesn't directly go there. It goes somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so again, that's why I wanted you to elaborate on that.
Mm-hmm.
What would be one of the attractions that you would use to bring people in?
You know,
So,
I think the one thing too that I'm not even really putting as much attention on that I should is the fact that in songwriting, you also like get something out of it. You get the song. You know, like you're not only planting the seed,
mm-hmm.
but you are also either cultivating it
Mm-hmm.
or not. You know, you're either watering that thing
Mm-hmm.
or you're hoping it's raining.
And I don't know if out there in, you know, TV, YouTube land,
Right.
Instagram, TikTok,
On
whatever
that side,
it is, right?
right? On the other
that
side there.
I don't know if y'all paying
Wherever
attention.
that is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he just murdered that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention. So let me ask you this, my G. Mr. Awall, what inspired you to get into music? Like, what was the thing that
Man,
made you really jump into that?
cheers.
Oh, there we go.
Cameraman, cheers on that. Yeah. I mean, that's what we was thinking, right? Man,
Boom.
God bless. All right, music, inspiration. Man, you know, I have an infinite number of ways to inspire me to create music.
Okay.
I could turn a blade of grass, you know, into a song
Mm-hmm.
because that's what I've been practicing. Song writing. And when I was younger, I used drugs. I'm an addict. And I went through a lot of turmoil and times where I just wasn't myself,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I would turn to music.
There you go.
And I would write lyrics, and it really just drove me to just want to see things and do things,
Mm-hmm.
just so that I could then turn it into a way to help other people
Mm-hmm.
see things.
Yeah, most definitely. Like a
and do
positive
things.
and an uplifting thing at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So, a lot of people before nowadays, right? 10 years ago, how did they look at marijuana? That's dope. They used to call it dope.
Right.
People, I'm from the Midwest. They used to be like, you smoking dope.
Yeah,
You're not smoking
yeah.
dope. I'll tell you that right now.
Right,
Smoking
right.
marijuana
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
from
you
the
were
earth,
always
right?
like,
Yeah, so, but one thing that the narrative that I wanted to change, which is what you're talking about, not only using it as a positive, but to uplift people. I have about 5 or 6 different ventures. if people didn't know that I
Mm-hmm.
do on a daily basis, right? And I smoke marijuana on a big scale. Like my favorites, I want to smoke with Snoop, Willie Nelson. You know what I'm saying? Look, Dave Chappelle. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Wiz Khalifa.
Come on, at
Yeah.
one of them.
You know what
down
I'm saying?
in
Like,
the,
listen,
in the basement.
we
for
got
a
to link like a
second.
Cuban chain.
Yeah,
Listen to me. Y'all be smoking, have a contest. Come have a contest with Twan P. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
right.
that's all I'm saying. But I use that to show people. I wanted to change that narrative. Like, I can smoke weed, I can be me 100% and still get everything I want to accomplish. I'm doing more work than most people. So it's like, it's not about what you do, it's how you're doing it, how you recover from it, and how you use it as a catalyst to launch your ass into the stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You feel me? Like, that's all it is. Like, it's not about what you do, it's about where you're going, why you're doing this stuff.
What you're aiming for.
Yeah, what are you aiming for?
No.
Because I can't criticize no man or woman. You know, people go through different ailments, whether it be.
It ain't where you at. It what you're aiming for.
Yeah, that's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So I can't judge another man or woman.
So
but
I didn't mean to interrupt.
no problem, G. But I always tell people on Sip Smoke and Sales, I will be so strong to criticize myself that I have no time to criticize others. I gotta be willing. I have to be willing enough to call myself a chump and put that weak. Thinking, low living, you know, that repressed part of me that went through trauma and say, guess what? Because we already had a plan to be on the other side. And this is what we use, music, to be on the other side. So now that we're on the other side, let's bring other people on the other side. So I definitely mess with that, bro.
One thing I did want to build off of is the last question that you asked me, and that was
the inspiration.
The inspiration with the music and what music has done for me. And if I didn't have a pen in my hand, I would have took a long nap. You know, when I was back in the day when, you know, I wasn't, you know, focused, I guess you could say.
I understand.
But I always had the pen in my hand. And I think if I didn't have the pen in my hand, you know,
Things would be different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
so I can
that's
honestly say that music has literally saved my life, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's dope as hell. That's coming from Twan P, you know what I'm saying, on Sit Smoke and Sales. And again, not only is this man selfless enough to express that kind of content, but it goes to show you that it's not where you at. Most people give up on themselves while they're down. That's why you didn't get back up. You know what I'm saying? Les Brown says look, if you can look up, you can get up. You know what I'm saying? So just get up. It's just one foot in front of another. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you got to use one hand to get up. You know what I'm saying? But use something. Somebody's going to be there to actually do something beneficial for you. You know what I'm saying? While, you know, you're going through that experience. But a lot of men and women, it's human nature to sometimes wallow in that.
Yeah,
and it's not really about you being down. It's just how long you gonna allow yourself to be down when there's greatness around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So used to that, my G.
And like you said, a lot of music is from experience, and let's elaborate on that.
Yeah.
Pain.
Mhm.
You know?
Love.
And everybody has their own type of pain that kind of really,
oh yeah,
you know,
pain,
maybe
love,
like
anxiety, all
calms
that.
them down.
Tony Braxton said 7 whole nights, and not a word from you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like Marvin Gaye said, let's get it on. It just depends on. Yeah, you feel me? Like it just depends on where you go with it, right? So I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that, my G. Yes, sir. Let me ask you this: how long have you done music in its totality? Like, give me like a number.
I would say.
Because you said you started at 5. You really started getting interested in music at 5.
I have been writing lyrics that I can track and that I have. I still have. I literally have 1,000 notebooks that I have kept with me, and if there's a flood or a fire, that and pictures of my family, that's what comes with me.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. You said you got 1,000 notebooks, and that's just from.
I meant to bring a few. We could just.
But that's just over the years, right?
Yeah, man. Gosh, 20 years. I'd say 20 years. And it was funny. I saw an MTV Cribs, and yeah, I really do. I think it was Drake, and he had like a bin of notebooks, and he like grabbed one, and just like picked it up, and just he went into it. Like he the energy from that song when he wrote it, he was able to then store it for a later time and then pull it out of nowhere. You know, and I thought that was something that that was something that I wanted,
Yes, sir.
was to be able to do that. And yeah, I did it.
And people see me with these all the time, you know what I'm saying? One of the reasons is when I used to do state-to-state sales, I always had a gift of gab, but I noticed that I had a gift for taking people's words and flipping it. So even if it was a bad or a good situation, I could turn it into like a joke or a pun or whatever, right? So I used to write down all the one-liners and da-da-da, because I did sales door to door.
One-liners.
I'm going to $1 Million Houses. Some people, know this.
Right.
If they know about Advantage, the Wonder Cleaner, and what Twan P does.
Oh,
I'm going to $1 Million Houses. I'm coming to the hood and everything in between. It doesn't really matter to me.
Put the link below or something.
Yeah. Look, listen. If you got a pulse and a pocketbook or some access to some money, cash, check, chicken wings, or nickel dime pennies, I don't really care. Twan P's coming there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you the demo and you gonna give it up, right? Yes. Yeah, like it's a Saturday night after a few drinks. You gonna give it up. You know. But what I'm saying is, like men and women, should take note of the things that they do and say so that they can later on grasp onto it. I wish that I still had some of those books. But the great thing about a great mind is that it's never too late to start. Just start now. Boom. And some things will come back to you.
Listen, if you're thinking about doing something and you're kind of like on the fence right now, do it. Do it.
Do it.
I'm telling you. At least put it into action. Because my dad always said the worst they could say is no. All right? There's a trillion things out there for a human to do to be there's a trillion things to be. All right? So try a bunch. All right? Cuz this didn't happen overnight, and I have felt a transition through the whole thing, and my music tells the story. That's the coolest part. Like, my music travels with me, and the old shit is probably like, man, that new shit, the new shit's like, but really there is, if you listen, you will see in the next like 2-3 years a transition in my music that has changed my life.
Here on Six Minute Sales, only the elite, you know what I'm saying? Some of the dopest motherfuckers come on my show, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, you're going to see. If you didn't know, now you know. Awall, AWALL, artist.com.
ARTIST.
Stop playing with that man. Listen to me. AWALlartist.com. Listen to me. Check him out.
What was it when you listened to the music? Could you give me some like reasons why you gravitated to it?
One main reason is because you are a conscious rapper that talks about love, laughter, promotion, foundation setting, using the things that ailed you into something that was greater, and to bring people with you. So I am a fan. I listen to your music.
Thank you for saying that.
But I tell you one thing: if you don't know, listen to Peace Sign. Listen to me. If you don't know, listen to All Good, All Good. I'm telling you. I'm not a person that just listens to beats. I don't just get captivated by just hooks. You can't just lure me in with just
little
some
beat.
Yeah.
You
And
gotta have
the songs are getting shorter these days, right? So it's like.
So we're attention spans.
Yeah. So it's like a minute and 40
know?
seconds of a hook, and you're not even really spitting no real content or subject matter that is letting people really know the real you. You know what I'm saying? You're a little gimmicky. You're taking things that have already been said. People that really spit, like the man across from me, you're gonna hear a lot, and then you're gonna be like, where has he been all my life? You know what I'm saying? Like, again, but I love feel-good music, and that's what this is. Respecting perspectives. Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I love feel-good music, and it ain't something just to be like, oh, that means it's soft. No, it's not soft. It's all kinds of things. Do you understand? Like, you just go ahead and check it out. Respecting perspectives, huh? Pay attention. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. And enjoy this one. Courtesy of Sip Smoking Sales, Vega Vibes, and my man Awall. Yep.
Hey.
Peace sign, peace sign, peace sign, that's the bunny in the air. Peace sign, peace sign, peace sign, that's the bunny in the air. They can't see me, free me, find me, no freebies, packets of pellets, I pop these BBs on repeat. Fuck abbreviations, I switch to long relations, innovations, speaking center stage, I'm mecca making, incubating, business-minded mavens, actual constellation, conservating conversation, I don't speak no complications, secret agent, zebra chasing, line taming, hold up, secret agent, zebra chasing, line taming, diamonds, yo, your lines ain't adjacent to mine, check your mind, haters on the gator, yeah, they crawl and they climb. I'm often lost in my mind. Matter of fact, that's the reason I've been falling behind. I got cats where it's at, follow me 9 times. Off the map, out of space, where that shit matte black, clean back. Check it, I've been bridging some gaps. Spit the raps like the points on the pack, they exact. Doing laps in the pool, hundreds on the dash. Stash in the ground full of old face cash. Flow going rare, money triple dare. Peace sign, bitch, that's the bunny in the air. Peace sign, peace sign, peace sign, that's the bunny in the air. Peace sign, that's the bunny in the air. They can't catch me if I run, blame me if I'm gone, Catch me if I run, blame me if I'm gone. I got rounds, all bars, no bounds, heavy smoke, whoa. Watch the merry-go-round, spilling pain on the page, till I can't, spilling pain on the page. Check the paint, whoa. More rounds, all bars, no bounds, heavy smoke, whoa. Watch the merry-go-round, spilling pain on the page, till I can't, spilling pain on the page. Check the paint on my 3rd degree, that's THIRD, whoa. Check it to the EYE, she my main thing, call her homebrew. We gon' fucking feel the same damn thing. On the knees, asking please, worldwide Mona Lisa. Ton of trees, all these wannabes wanna be a beast. I unleash a verbal mind reader. Spitting fire heaters, never heard that, never heard that. Spitting fire heaters, never heard of amnesia. They can't catch me if I run, blame me if I'm gone. They can't catch me if I run, blame me if I'm gone. Peace sign, peace sign, peace sign, that's the bunny in the air. Peace sign, peace sign, peace sign, that's the bunny in the air. They can't catch me if I run, blame me if I'm gone. They can't catch me if I run, blame me if I'm gone. Catch me if I run, blame me if I'm gone.
All right. So, let me ask you, Mr. Awall. What's your relationship? Because when I went on awallartist.com, I read the bio, I seen you mention a couple people. One of them being Mac Miller. What's your relationship with Mac Miller, my G? Because that's one of my favorite rappers, man. Like, I'm
really?
Yeah, he's on my top 15.
Oh shit.
Yes, sir.
You got
Mac
the
Miller
list.
is crazy. He got a crazy flow. He's all over the place, like me.
I'm sure I'm sure he's hearing you now, and he's, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Man, dude, let me tell you, me and a friend of mine were trying to think of ways to let the people who, let's see here, inspire us, how we can let them know how appreciative we are of their music. And I remember thinking about Mac having a show, and I said, you know, what if I just buy a VIP ticket and I write a very heartfelt half a page, and also kind of off the dome, you know, little, you know, little whatever the situation called. I'd be prepared for anything.
Yeah. Just
And
a little freestyle game mixed with, but when you're a tactician, you can do things like that.
ooh, tactician.
You know what I'm saying?
Look it up. Let's see here. So, dude, so I had to let him know how much he meant to me and the people around me. And
how long did you and Mac know each other?
so at that time, if you don't mind, let me elaborate on that. The
Most definitely.
how it happened, because it was you know it was a turning point in my musical career, and in the best way possible, and I, you know, got in there and I spit him, you know, what I had and a little bit extra, and he was blown away by it, and we were able to develop a connection, and I took advantage of that opportunity, and it is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. And I was able to develop a connection with him and open up, and it was a turning point in my career, and it made me know that anything that I want is possible. You know, I just there might be longer roads to things, but the possibilities these days are endless. So I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Most definitely. And your relationship, would you say, stemmed how long before his
2023, I would say maybe like 5 years.
Okay.
Well, it was maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. So, you know, while he's alive, about 2 or 3. But I still have a relationship with him. You know, I kind of just like throw him on and.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand. Like some people that you meet are that impactful.
We went to Blue Slide Park recently, actually, where Mac Miller grew up, and there was like a shout out to all the all the homies who put that on, and that was cool to be able to see that. We went to Frick Park Market and all the places that he came up, and it was cool to see and experience.
Yeah, most definitely. And not only that, not only shout out, but shout out to Mac Miller, man. Rest in heaven. You know what I'm saying? A GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Gone before his time. You know what I'm saying? Mac Miller was the truth. Like anybody, a lot of people talk about a lot of people in rap. Whether it be they freestylers, the battlers, you know, on the stage, or whether you're doing music, you have album stuff. Everybody from everywhere gets talked about, right?
For sure.
Whether it's good or bad. One thing they didn't play with was Mac Miller. Nobody ever said Mac Miller was whack. I tell you that right now. Mac Miller was a spitter. You know what I'm saying? And like he'll do it right on the spot. So when you're a tactician and you sharpen your tool and you keep sharpening your tool, you can't get nothing but better, right? You can always better your best. No such thing as perfection, right?
Always better your
Yes,
best.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, always better your best.
Yes,
That's
sir.
cool.
So let me ask you this:
That's
what
a
would
bet.
in going to that in relation to Mac Miller,
Yeah.
and you being a spitter and you gravitating towards him, his greatness, and it helped you expand on your greatness, right? What would be the difference, I would say, in the way that your craftsmanship allows you to relay your message to audiences? What's the difference between let's say
What's
some
the difference between
some
me and you?
you know,
We talk about what would you do, what you do.
then some of the young spitters, the people that they call mumble rappers, the people that they do whatever kind of genre of rap or artistry they have, right? What's the difference in the craftsmanship on how you relay that message? Like,
great question, dude. Great question. Right, I think about that a lot, and I think about, when I think about difference, I think like
because everybody got a message, right?
Yeah.
But what message is the one you like?
Yeah, man, that's a deep one. So, when Mac Miller passed away, and then, not in this order, but Lil Peep passed away, you know, and Juice WRLD passed away.
Spitter.
Right, for all three of them.
Yeah.
Just kids like trying to change the world.
Do lyrics.
Ooh. And what I'm trying to do is take the instrumentation of Mac and Peep and Juice WRLD. You know, think about Juice. Like, he had 8 billion plays on Spotify on his first year on the platform.
It's crazy.
8 billion.
We're talking about numbers. That's
dude,
crazy.
That's like a person on the earth. And when I thought about that, I thought about, you know, there's potentially 8 billion people who lost their favorite artist. And I know what that feels like to lose a number one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Michael Jackson was for me. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. Michael Jackson's the greatest performer, artist, whatever you want to call it. He's the greatest entertainer that ever lived. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that try.
I gotta put the glasses on for that one.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's Mike. Look, Mr. Jackson, if you're nasty, huh? I'm telling you, listen, Mr. Michael Jackson was. But I know when you lose a great, how impactful that is to you, right? And it's devastating, but the things you gain from it.
So what I did with it was, I realized that there could potentially be 8 billion people out there who lost their favorite artist, and I'm going to use the instrumentation, the beats, the production of that, you know, type of music, you could say, and try to put a very positive message on it, and not like a positive message, like a cheesy positive, you know, like a self-care, like a.
So when you say self-care, like what do you mean by that?
Yeah, when you start to understand that, you know, all of the thoughts and the decisions that you make dictate your day and your life. There's an excellent book called As a Man Thinketh. I got word of this book at another artist who I've made an excellent connection with recently and throughout the years. Actually, it's 10 years in the making. Is Kasky, my homie Kasky. He actually just dropped a tape today. Cadillac Music. Go jam it at some point. You know what I mean?
Shout out Kasky. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
and that's my brother for real. And he has really inspired me to really just constantly set the bar higher every single time.
That's beautiful, man. That's
dude,
beautiful.
and it's possible. It ain't, don't think, how do you know how many bars there are? Like, you don't even know how many bars you got. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know, like, you're always underestimating.
You talk
what
that
you
shit,
do
Awall.
is you gotta underestimate and over-deliver.
That's what I'm talking about. And once you listen to artist himself, This is that man.
And
Mr.
shout out
Awall
to
artist.
Anonymous, who made all the production, and it really is just something of beauty.
Yeah.
When an artist and a producer can give the best performance that they can when it comes to sound waves and being able to mix them together, and not like shove for the main spot.
Yeah.
Like,
Kinda
what you'll
reminds me
do
of,
is you'll stand there together,
Kind of reminds Twan P of Vega Vibes and the one and only himself. You know what I'm saying?
Link down below. Link down below.
Hey, look, man, look. Don't
Put
blame
it in the
me.
basement.
Don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? That boy be going off like a light switch. Listen to me. He be going off like the 4th of July. Like somebody mess around and flick the bud over there. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. Like young jock. Stop playing, man. Like, listen to me. Vega Vibes, he be doing his thing. Yeah, I'm telling you, we mesh well together. Yeah, all I'm saying. But yeah, when you
mesh
find
well
that,
like wool.
Yeah, there it is, man. Yeah, y'all like his style.
All right.
But let me ask you, like, what are
You know what?
some of the...
I'm sorry to interrupt
sir.
you. We were talking that question we were talking about earlier. I do have another little part of that I do want to let everybody in on, and that is the fact that I want to use that instrumentation from those guys, and I'm always looking for producers to work with. So if you if you feel like you have a talent and you're working on production currently, reach out to me.
Holla at your boy.
Yeah, you can. Let me shout out the website while we're here. www.awallartist.com. That's the best place to find everything. There's a bunch of pages. I got merch on there. This is like might be the smallest thing I had at the top of the bucket, but I have like a 50 to 100 shirts. Like, we got shout outs to Queensbridge. That's who makes the some of the apparel, and then also Naveed at Hive Syndicate. We'll put that down below.
All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, and that's what happens. You're not looking at Awall. He said Awall artist. That's a full package. You know what I'm saying? We was talking earlier, and I mentioned the 6 P's. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance.
Damn.
Stop playing with
he
it.
hit me with that one earlier. I was like, wait a second.
Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. This man dabbles in everything. That's all I'm saying. Like, when you have multiple streams.
You seem to as well.
Oh, yes, sir.
You dabbling.
Well,
Come on, don't
touche.
Don't pretend you're dabbling either.
Yeah. It ain't about 12 P.
Right?
It's about Mr.
Hey, if I'm dabbling, you're dabbling.
All right,
we're doubling.
That's what I'm talking about. See, we fucks with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So,
Foxing with them.
So let me ask you. So do you, Mr. Awall, do you only rap? Do you sing? Like, what is it?
We should do a thing called Only Raps. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's just raps.
Just
it's just raps
right.
though. It's it's girls like spitting though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
damn, only raps.
And let me ask you, and to that, because so do you only rap? Do you sing and rap, and if you do, did you have any like training, because I know I was in like gospel choir growing up. I was in church choir, things like that, so it made my voice.
For how long?
A minute. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome,
like a good part of my life. Your boy got a voice. I can't sing, I can sing.
It's really cool when like a bunch of voices can like come together.
Yeah, come together. Yeah, come together like butt cheeks, man.
Oh.
So let me ask you, did you have any training like when it came to like even putting bars together? Because like you said, you were a tactician when it came to writing, right? You may have had your inspirations at that time, what was going on, right? So you were doing that, but did you have any other thing other than the violin or being, trombonist, or was it any special training? You know what I'm saying?
Man, so I do HVAC during the day.
What?
That's my day job. My 9 to is like 9 to 9, but you know what I mean? No,
Like, he ain't
during
a
the cold
salesman.
season, during
He
the cold
is a
season,
salesman.
it's good money. You know what I mean? So
All the way
I
through.
can invest that into, you know, whatever I so please. And that's usually AWOS. You know what I mean? The business itself that we talked about earlier.
Yes, sir.
But gosh, I could talk an hour on that subject. But back to the subject at hand. You know, let me tell you something. I walked up to a house that was a very large house, and I was there to do a tune-up, and someone answered the door, a gentleman, and as soon as the door opened, I heard like this singing, like bellowing through the house. And I'm taken back by it. I'm like, what was that? And I didn't say that, but you know, I took maybe like 10 to 15 seconds before I asked, like, what is that sound? And the gentleman was like, well, that's my wife. She's a singing instructor, and she's doing a lesson. And I'm like, can I meet her? And he said, of course, after the lesson. I said, perfect, sounds good. So that was probably the best tune-up I've ever done. You know what I mean? Very thorough. And I then walked into a room, was led into a room that was maybe like 500 square feet. Just say big, okay? And it was built after the Parthenon in Greece, where they would have, actually, I'm not going to pretend like I know exactly what happened in there,
right.
but you know, it's some important stuff. Let's just say that.
Pretty sizable room we're in.
Yeah,
Right?
and columns. They're columns,
I love
and
that
it's built like structurally sound. And so I got to find out that individual was Chrysaline Petropoulos, and she is the creator of the Vocal Master Academy, and it is a school. It's a science-based school for music development and music. Let's see here, teaching, and it uses science she went through like a CAT scan machine, MRIs, and things like this, and maybe not her specifically, but other individuals with the same purpose. And they got research and found how singing and certain ways of singing affects your vocal cords. And if that's my superpower that we were talking about earlier, you know, I have to take care of it. And I finding her really helped me understand and helped me make a transformation. Like when I left that house, dude, I was a different person.
That's what I'm talking about. And people don't, you never know when it's going to happen, right? Like, you never know what's going to happen, but it happens, right? And that's the beautiful thing about opportunity. Meeting, you know, things happening, the universe working in your favor. Because you didn't have
God's a singer. God's a singer.
Hey, listen.
I'm hearing him.
Talk about it.
Dude.
Talk about it. That's what I'm talking about. So let me ask you this, G. Give me one of the toughest things you faced when you like really got serious about rapping.
Man, let's see here, like a roadblock. Maybe like a roadblock, or more like an emotional type.
Whatever it was, like however you felt. You like the thing that just like, but it made you came back even stronger. Like, what's the thing that like, what's one of the toughest things you faced?
I think being in maybe like a relationship or several relationships that, let's see here, love wasn't the most important thing. And it makes you think about all of your relationships. And if they are meant to be, you know? Just because something like doesn't fail doesn't mean like also that it doesn't work. You know, like
It's true.
there's some things that are like
And vice versa.
you know what I mean?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, that like you have to like catch, you know, before like it catches you. You know, whether that's like you trip and fall down like physically, or like, you know, you go through something that you know, really tests your strength.
Yeah, on all levels.
On all levels.
In and out.
On
Yeah, all levels. Yep. Talking about mentally, spiritually, physically. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally. We talking about that stuff, people. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's why music, in the case how you spit, fam, that's why I think it's very vitally important people check out, you know, your music. Because it's, again, I'm a big advocate of being a motivational speaker and taking men and women from where they want to be, like Donnell Jones, to where they're supposed to be at, right? So I'm a big advocate of taking people on the journey.
Can I take you on a journey real quick?
Talk to me. This is gonna be a crazy sell story?
It's not yet. We're gonna
Okay,
do
all
that
right.
after this, but it's about respecting perspectives.
Okay.
And that's my debut EP. It's not an album yet. You know, I haven't released it. I mean, you know, you can call it what you want, but this kind of is just the intro. You know what I mean? Respecting perspectives has been something that has been in the works for, gosh, I mean, like 8 years. You know, like I thought of that friend. We were just kind of chopping it up, and they came, and we were just, man, I was like, that's it.
Okay.
And I built a little world around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I filled it with dope ass shit.
Yeah, that's what I did to sales. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta bring you to it, right?
So with sales, I think you have to be passionate about what you're selling. You can't. You have to.
Well, not in a sense, but
or know that it's providing something good for someone.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I'm a big advocate of. Is like I like servicing, right? So it's nothing wrong with, like, it's not about me getting something out the end of all that, because I am the party. I'm a Gemini. I bring the party to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing about that. It's about making people happy.
I mean, you turn this.
You know,
we turn this into a. You bring the party. We turn this into
boom.
a. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Boom. So let me ask you
just
this.
like that. It was like.
So give me real quick 3 words that best describe Mr. Awall.
Man, let's see here. I would say passionate is for sure
Okay.
at the forefront.
And they gonna feel that through the music.
You gonna hear it. Wow. Man, that's something I think about a lot, actually. You know, how I would describe myself, you know, to somebody who has never seen me or heard me, you know, that, like that elevator speech. But let's see here. I would. Intricate.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know, intricate, just kind of like not the pattern that you normally see, you know what I mean?
I love it. Not ordinary, extraordinary. Come on, man. And the third one?
Explorative.
Okay.
Ooh, I mean, like look at the logo. Like, we start at you start at the ground, you start at the earth there, and then you got, you know, your tribe with you, and the elements, you know, all around, and then, you know, you got the smoke, cause you're burning odors to gods, you know. And then you got Saturn up there because it looks cool as shit.
Now I'm a big junkie of planets and
I love the. I mean,
everything.
I'm
I love
proud.
astronomy. Yeah, I love astronomy and
Man.
all that kind of stuff. So Mr. Awall, let me ask you this question: when people hear your music and the way you craft words, right? What's one adjective? Like, what's one word that's gonna come up in the way that how you relay that into your music? What would you say that word is?
I would definitely say that my music is timeless.
Okay. Now, then talk about that real quick.
You know, it's like no watch.
Come on.
You know,
Cold like no
like an
sleep, huh?
invisible rollie. You know, man.
Yeah, Thursky. That's what I'm talking about. Here, Smoking Cells. I love that. I love that answer.
Gosh, in order to be timeless, I think something needs to be relatable.
Okay.
And I mean that by, with my music, I've made a transformation by not talking about nouns like people, places, or things, because
Okay.
not every single human understands or can connect with that. So instead, I talk about like feelings and emotions and things that every single human being goes through in order to relate with them.
Okay, my man. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, once you check out his music, you're gonna understand.
From the heart, from the start.
Man, stop playing. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard that one before. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let me ask you this. You know what time it is, people? Crazy sales story.
Wait a
time,
second,
huh?
wait a second. I think I'm gonna have to hijack this real quick because wait a second. Cause I was, you know, I've been watching your show. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
you have?
Yeah, it was like for a while now, and I was paying attention. I was like, you know what? And it got me thinking. I was like, what's one of your craziest sales stories?
Oh shit!
Flip
All
me
right.
scripts.
All right. Well, all right. Well, let me take a gander. I got a couple of them. So, all right, I got one for you.
Just pick one
All
that
right.
really.
I got one. I'm in Salt Lake, Utah. Doing door-to-door sales, state to state. Advantage the Wonder Cleaner. You know, I'm in a neighborhood. I'm working with one of my co-workers. We got like 3 people. We let them out. She drops me off in like a gated community. I'm through the community knocking, doing a couple sales like here and there. A lot of people wasn't home. So when I knock on this particular door, now I'm fresher than a peppermint. I'm sharper than a mosquito needle, right? Jordans, jeans, shirt and tie, right? I knock on the door, this half Asian, half American woman comes to the door. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, you must be the queen of the castle.
Oh shit.
Hit her with all the good stuff, right? Good like Campbell's soup. She's eating it up, she's laughing out. Just set the mood, she's wearing nothing but like a button up.
Oh shoot.
A man's button up.
It's a trap.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
This
a
is a
trap,
trap.
especially for young men. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy sales story, right?
Mass trap.
So, you know, I'm demoing outside, and I'm like, you might as well let me in the house like LL Cool J.
Oh.
She starts laughing. You can come in. The kids is like playing. She makes them go off somewhere. Like, she positions herself on the carpet, and she's asking me to clean the stain. I clean the stain, whatever.
Pull the Aladdin on.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, all right, you know, I see where this is going. You know what I'm saying? Like an Uber ride, right?
Ooh.
I see where this is going. So I'm like, all right, so she's like, you want to see something cool? Because I'm going to buy whatever you want because you funny as hell. Like, you like one of the greatest salesmen I've ever seen. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, yeah, let me see it. Takes me upstairs in one of her rooms.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
she has like 4 shelves around the whole fucking room of nominations and prestigious awards and stuff like
Are
that.
we gonna have to beep any of this, bleep any of this out?
No. I mean, well, she knows who she is, Asia Carrera.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know who Twan P is too, as well.
Damn.
She bought from the greatest
Now
salesperson.
that is a.
And a little caveat.
You've been waiting to tell that.
No. It was a crazy sales story. You know what I'm saying? But like people that know.
But when people be telling their sales stories, you be like.
No, but when I walked away from the house, not only did I walk away with like $600 and some odd, she autographed and signed porn, magazines, pictures, threesomes, all
Thanks
that
for
stuff.
Coming back, baby.
The greatest salesman in the world, Twan P. Stop playing with me.
There you go.
If you didn't know, now you know. I'm everywhere like air. Yes, yeah. I don't know about everybody else, but yeah, your man Twan P. That's what happened to me. It's a crazy sales story, amongst many others. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I used to mingle with a lot of artists and a lot of famous people, so easy peasy. But
that's fresher than a crate of deodorant sticks.
come on, man. I like that. That's what I'm talking about.
Damn.
So let me ask you this, buddy. Let me ask you this. So, what would be your greatest strength?
Greatest strength. Man. I feel like my ability to put into words a feeling recently has helped me connect with so many people, and I'm telling you, music is changing my life. I know what I'm capable of, and I
talk that shit. You knowledgeable.
I'm telling you, in the next 2-3 years, I have so much planned, and you know, there's something I want to talk about, and that is that it really actually was one song.
One song that what?
One song that literally changed my life.
And what one song is that?
I don't know if I can. No, it's titled Numbness, and it will see the world one day, but I'm telling you, I am crafting just something remarkable that has literally changed my life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
And the way that I turned all the things that we just talked about tonight into music.
And I just hope I'm there when you debut it. You know
here
what I'm
now?
saying? You know what I'm saying?
You here now?
Yeah. I'll be in there, like somewhere. So let me ask you this. Go ahead and Mr. Awall, respect and perspective. Go ahead and give all your shout outs, your thanks to your people.
Yeah, oh man,
men
thank
and women
you for giving me the time
affiliated.
for that. That's
yes,
important.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank. We'll do like a script run though on that, honestly, because I could probably thank a million people. If you had it. Yeah. Brandon Lackey from Lineup Room Studio. Let's see here, Nate Middleman from Above Ground Records, and Chris Hansberger from Delta 9 Studios. We have been. They all have a different sound to their engineering and their mixing, and it's beautiful. So those three guys. Chrysaline Petropoulos, who I mentioned earlier. Let's see here. Of course, I gotta mention the friends that I've had my whole life. The day ones that I have a bag of. Let's also go with. Gosh, I can't help but thank my mom and my dad for all the support in everything.
Family.
Those are the rocks. You know what I mean? Like. I'm just trying to make my mom proud. You know what I mean?
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
You gotta be cheesy every now and then, but that cheese is good.
Yeah,
cheese is good.
Come on, call me Nacho.
Right? Oh shit, damn son. All right, now I want to thank you for having me.
Appreciate that,
man.
Yes, sir.
And Vega behind behind there. Pull up a picture of yourself, show them a picture of yourself so they know who you be when you out there, to thank, you know what I mean? You never know who to thank the guy behind the camera. You're like, where is he? Who is he?
Yeah, don't blame him.
He's like, where's Waldo? And you might, guess what, the next mixtape might be called, Where's A Waldo?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
out of here.
Yeah. No, so you know what it is, people. It's been another motherfucking episode of Sip, Smoke, and Sales. Thank you for tuning in, hollering at your boy, seeing Mr. Awall. Let's give it up for Mr. Awall again. I appreciate you so much, my G, for stopping through. Yep. You know the slogan, huh? Relax like baby hair, baby. Hey, listen. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can see more of your mans, huh? I'll be here if you will be too, huh? Juice to that, huh? And if you ain't told yourself, I love myself.
Ooh, if you ain't told yourself, hold yourself.
Yeah.
Hug yourself.
That's what I'm talking about,
You know what I mean?
man.
Give yourself a hug sometime, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Yep.